Hello there, all my work from home warriors. I'm Dana. I'm an orthopedic physical therapist. Most of us are still working from home. I'm back in the clinic and I'm seeing patients, and one thing I'm seeing a lot of, a big uptick in stiffness in the shoulder. And I do believe this is because we're less mobile during the day. Maybe we're sitting in positions at our desk that aren't quite as good as if you were in your office where you had a nice ergonomic setup. So I want to show you some stretches that you can do a few times a week to help prevent stiffness from setting in. And that stiffness can lead to injury and things that take a long time to recover from, and we don't want to go there. So it's better, I think, to prevent and stretch a little bit every few days. So maybe we can nip some of these things in the bud. All you need are 2 towels. I have like a hand towel. I'm just going to fold in half, and then a bigger towel. I'm just folding. I'm going to roll it. Okay. So I'm going to make this into a little bit of a T. So I'm going to put the rolled towel down, and the folded towel is just for my head for a little support. So the first thing you're going to do is sit your bum right in front of the towel. You're going to lie back on it so it's up your spine, and then you can adjust so the little towel roll is underneath your head. This gives you a little bit of an opening stretch through the rib cage and the thoracic spine, which is that mid part of your back. From here, all you're going to do is bring your arms out like you're kind of making a goalpost here. You're going to put your elbows on the ground, chin up towards the ceiling, and you're going to rotate back and forth, okay? So I'm just going to have you go into what's called external rotation, which is really the goalpost arms, and then internal rotation, which is pushing your hands down towards the ground. Now, most of us are not able to get our palms to the ground, and that's normal, so I don't expect you to be able to do that. You're going to go back and forth 10 times, and as you come forward, try not to let your upper arm pop up either. It's just everything should stay nice and relaxed in the arm and the upper part of the arm as you move. Okay, and then on number 10, let's just hold it here, and then you're going to go into some snow angel movements. So from here, you're going to bring your arms up, try to keep your hands in contact with the ground if you can, and as you do this, don't let your shoulders shrug. So keep your shoulders away from your ears. We never want to wear your shoulders as earrings, so keep those down. And you're going to go up and down 10 times. Very good. And you might feel a little bit of tingling in your fingers. That's okay. You can get some stretch of the nerve tissue as you're doing this as well, which is normal as long as it goes away when you stop the movement. If you have anything that's persisting in terms of tingling, definitely seek help from a medical provider. That's something that should be addressed professionally. Okay, and then after you do about 8 to 12 repetitions, you're going to stop here, and then you're going to straighten one arm out, and I'm going to have you put your fingers onto the ground so you get a very good stretch through the whole arm. And then from here, you're just going to turn away from the stretch a little, and you're going to hold that 10 seconds, and you might feel this from your fingertips into the forearm, in the upper arm, wherever you're tight, that's where you're going to feel the stretch. And then come off of it, and you're just going to do 3 on each side for 10 seconds. Okay, and then the next thing I will have you do after you complete your 3 on each side for 10 seconds, we're going to change the angle of the towel. I'm going to roll it a little tighter, and I'm going to put it this way, okay? And then from here, I'm going to lie back over this where it's at my rib cage. And I'm just going to lean back this direction. And now from here, I'm going to clasp my hands together, and I'm going to raise my arms up and down 10 times. Just for active motion overhead. Anywhere 8 to 10 repetitions is fine on this. And then when you complete those, stay overhead, and you're going to grab your wrist with the other hand. And from here, I'm just going to have you kind of tug on it a little bit to get a little more stretch through the side body. And as you do that, you can bend away a little bit from the stretch as well. And this you can hold about 10 seconds, and you're going to complete 3 on each side. This is a great stretch for the side body the whole way down into the lats. So these are things that get crunched up when you're sitting a lot during the day. Then you're going to end with 2 things in sitting. So you're going to sit up, and you're going to mimic that same stretch. I'm going to have you take the towel roll, the one that was under your head, and put it under one of your sits bones. That one's gonna elevate a little bit, and you're gonna drop down the other side down to the side, down to the ground. So the hip that's on the ground, you're gonna raise that arm overhead, grasp, I'm grasping my wrist again, and I'm just gonna give it a little pull as I lean to the side. And this is a follow-up to the stretch you did on your back. Just a little more intense, and you can feel that stretch the whole way down. Again, you'll do 10 seconds, 3 on each side. And then the last thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hand, you're gonna put the knuckle side on the ground slightly behind you and try to straighten your arm, and then you're gonna turn away. And this is a stretch down the front of the arm and the biceps area. So you're gonna hold that about 10 seconds. I don't want you to crunch down and cause pain in your wrist. You're just lightly lying your hand down on the ground and turning away. And that you're gonna do 10 seconds, 3 times on each side. So on this side, it looks like this. You put your knuckles down, straighten your arm, and turn away. And make sure, again, nothing is scrunching up, everything's relaxed, long and lengthened. All right, try to do these about 3 times a week if you can. If you feel any discomfort, any pain, any stiffness starting in your shoulder, it's better to get things looked at by a medical professional, your orthopedist, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, sooner rather than later, so you don't have to deal with injury. So these are some things to help prevent that. And just keep on working from home. I know this is hard. It's hard to stay mobile during the day and get up and move, but do your best to try every day to do a little bit of stretching, something good for your body. A little bit goes a long way, so just keep at it. Thank you so much for joining me today.